Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a rush. I am going for some blood work this morning because I've put off my IVF for now. We have embryos that are frozen, ready and waiting. However, my doctor here in the UK says I need to go for surgery. My doctor in Prague hasn't said that. So I'm basically going through the motions, potentially going to go for surgery if I can get the surgery before I do a transfer. And that requires like blood work and a bunch of things. So I'm going to do that this morning. Then I also need to pick up some summer type of sandals. Most of my budget went to my wardrobe this summer. And so I might need to just go to Primark and get some sandals. I really don't want to go to Primark for some sandals for obvious reasons, but equally they're never comfortable. So when I say Primark, I might see what other stores are in the mall. There's not really a lot around here, believe it or not. I should have probably done this when I was in London last week. Then I need to go get my hair done. Hence why it is just slicked back and wet, because I get my hair colored about once a year. And usually I like to go lighter, and then as the year progresses, I get to kind of have a little bit more of a darker look. And so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing today. I do think I'm going to get her to change the placement of things. I think I want the lighter bits just more focused on the front, so then on the tops it is just darker and stays darker. I just kind of want it to be like illuminated, like just through the fronts of my face, if that makes sense. I won't do anything to dye the rest of it darker. I'll just let that grow out. Anyhow, then I have an event to go to this evening at Bristol Harbour Hotel, and they are reopening their spa. I've been there before. I feel like they redone the spa not that long ago, and so I'm intrigued to see what they've done now. Anyways, I'm already late. I think I could walk there or I could get the bus. We'll see which one comes first. Which, by the way, sometimes when I post things on the community tab, for example, people putting their shoes up on the seats on public transportation, almost every single time I get comments being like, well, it's not really elegant to take the bus, or it's not really elegant to take public transportation. First of all, I don't know what world you live in. Second of all, I don't know what country you live in. As you can hear, it sounds like I'm from North America. I'm from Canada specifically. In Canada, rarely do people take public transportation. In the UK, when you are getting charged £9 just to go into the city center, and that's in like where I live, that's not even in London where it's like way more, you'll often find that a lot of people take public transportation. And it might not be the most elegant, but it is actually practical and it is actually good for the environment. So I'll get off my soapbox for now, but maybe let's leave these silly, elegant stereotypes in 2023, shall we? So even though you are seeing me on the bus here, just know I 100% missed the bus and had to walk up the hugest hill on the way to my doctor's appointment. But after I went to the doctor's appointment and had my blood drawn, I actually had about 2 hours, maybe more, to wait. So I'm so glad that I brought my computer with me and a book, because I was given the Wi-Fi password. I asked the person at the cafe for it twice and I got it wrong each time, and I just was too embarrassed to ask for the third. So that's when I cracked my book. When I got to my hair appointment, I know Flavia's internet password, so I was able to get my computer work done while I got my hair done. Now, as you can see, I went for something a little bit lighter, but it's not actually representing what I had done. It's quite light in the front, but I kept it dark throughout the interior of my hair. And as this grows out, I'm going to really only maintain, I don't want to call it a money piece, but just the very bits at the front I'm going to continue to highlight and let the rest grow out. So it kind of just gives me an illuminated look. Now, after I finished with my hair, I headed over to Bristol Harbour Hotel. I've been here for many events and they're always fantastic. But tonight's event was in honor of their menu revamp in the spa, and it now includes Temple Spa. Now, I've used Temple Spa before, but if you haven't, here's a little rundown of the brand. It's inspired by the Mediterranean, but it is British made, and the products in there are as non-toxic, as healthy, organic, and clean as they can be for a beauty product. So I actually did pick up a few items that I'll share with you in a bit, but all in all, it was just a lovely evening to check out some lovely products and see some familiar faces.
I love when a brand reaches out to me multiple times because you really get to forge a connection with them and see how you can best support them as a business and how they can also offer to support you as a content creator. So as you can see, we had some lovely canapes, and then there was a presentation where we got to hear more about the brand and see some of the treatments being performed. Now, a lot of the ladies ended up going into the spa after this presentation. I, however, am actually quite ill with my blood. I have very low hemoglobin at the moment, and that is tricky when I am in humid spaces. I actually almost passed out in a cocktail bar the other day, and so I just felt like it was probably best that I didn't join the rest of the ladies in the spa. Okay, my friends, I just got in from the event and I was sent home with a little goodie bag, and then I bought a couple of items myself. So let's show you what's in the goodie bag. So first, there are just these slippers, which I actually think are quite handy, not necessarily for me, but if I have a house guest and I want to give them just a disposable set of slippers on the bed, then I think this comes in handy, albeit I don't often have house guests, but my friend Lorena, she loves these. She said in Spain it's very common for everybody to wear these basically until they fall apart, and sometimes they'll even wash them. I did buy her a pair of Uggs for Christmas for around the house, basically these ones right here. But I'm gonna hand them over to her because I think she will get better use out of these. And then there are a few goodies in here. So I know this one for sure is the truffle, the skin truffle. I think it is just a moisturizer, like a facial moisturizer. And then there is a room spray, which smelled lovely. And then there is a relaxing night cream. You know what, I actually do use these sample sizes. I find these are perfect for when you're going traveling because you don't want to bring your full-size items. You might be just going on a city break and you don't want to fill up your luggage. I think they're getting rid of the liquid limit when you go flying, but I really find these handy. So this one is a instant cooling balm. It's one of those ones that tingle after you put it on, and so that was it in the goodie bag. But what I picked up is just in here, and they did give us a 50% off coupon, and then it came with this bag as well, which I don't typically get use out of these things if I'm completely honest. But I picked up the sugar buff. So basically this was almost like 2 for the price of 1, and then I had a 50% off coupon. So this is a sugar buff that will help exfoliate my body. And then the main thing I was looking for was a new moisturizer, and I picked up the Duvet body cream because my skin since I came back from Canada is so extremely dry. So I'm going to go hang that laundry to dry that you can hear in the background, and then probably go have a bath. Hello my friends, it is Friday, the day after yesterday, aka the day after I had my hair done. This is what I went with and went for. It is just a little bit lighter through the front, but then darker through the... Hello my friends, it's actually the day after that Temple Spa event, and I'm in Bath. I'm just at Rob's clinic, and we have been doing a little bit of a content day today. I am going to be getting a sculpting and lifting facial in a second, so I thought I would come here first and tell you what I'm doing. Okay, as you would have just seen, Rob is a little bit accident prone, so he definitely needed a right-hand man to join him in the clinic for the days where he's injured. Okay, jokes aside. Rob has brought in Josh to do more of the holistic, more of the well-being, the stress relief kind of treatments. The lifting, the sculpting, the things that are going to make you feel better, but they're not necessarily going to, you know, fade your acne scars or get rid of, you know, big pores or anything like that. Now, I've mentioned a few times in this video that I'm dealing with some blood issues, and that's actually making me deal with some swelling throughout my body. So believe it or not, when I was done with this treatment, my cheekbones were chiseled and my jawline was back. So if you've never had a treatment like this, definitely search one out wherever is local to you.